welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. This is episode 2 on the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Thank you, everybody. You're here. Glad to have you back. And any viewers, hi, welcome. We are currently in Saltmarsh. Well, not so much in Saltmarsh. We're on Firewatch Island, just north along the Sword Coast. Our intrepid heroes have made their way to Firewatch Island on the request of a druid in nearby Fireshire to say that a hermitage that was populated by some druids and clerics has gone silent. It was essentially an outpost, but also a warning symbol or signal for Fireshire. And our heroes have come to find out what's happened, what's been going on. They got to the island and were almost immediately set upon by a large winged creature, which they have dispatched with the help of a couple called giant eagles from our druid friend. And then they continued into the hermitage and continued their investigation. The party split up, which is always a good choice. Two went in and two were outside. The two that were in started investigating some of the rooms where it was shown that there has been some destruction. There's been some boarding up of doors, blood smears and stains litter the floor in areas. But so far, the place is empty and silent and shows signs of struggles. Outside, our cleric and our barbarian were investigating around and encountered a couple of sea hags, which struck down our barbarian and were driven off by our cleric before the barbarian was able to be revived. Our monk was able to, as monks do, jump from the second story window with absolutely no difficulty and no damage, and joined up. Our druid is just about to join with the rest of the party, and we left off last session in mid-battle, where our newly revived barbarian had wandered over to a pool of water to investigate what was inside and was struck twice by an unknown assailant. And did you take damage there, Hiram? I'm not seeing. I thought that you had taken damage, but maybe
Yep,
not.
20.
Okay. Or was okay. I couldn't remember because it's not showing up on my screen as to what damage.
Yeah, I got 10 on both from a slam.
Was it 10 on both on the slam? Yes. Yes, there was that, and there was 10 and 10. Yes. So, all right. Actually, no. The first one was that's probably what that marker was, because the first one was a nat 20. And so you took 17 on that one. The second one was a regular slam, and it was a 10. And you probably took some damage from one of our cards. And I kind of get here, but I can't remember which one it was. Maybe I got lucky and I just put the card right on the back of the top of the deck to find it. Because I remember it wasn't entirely horrible. Not there. Nope. You know what? We'll just pretend that that was your disguised self and nothing bad happened on the critical hit. How's that? But we are currently at the top of the order. And you guys have that, which means Visura, it is your turn.
Okay, so I got the barbarian up last time. Did I see this?
Yeah.
Did I actually see the sea hags though?
You did see. Did you? Yeah, you might have.
When she looked out the window, she saw some movement in the water, but that was all.
Right.
Yeah, I don't actually recall seeing the sea hags themselves.
No, I don't think that she did. I think that she came down after they had been driven off.
So I'll inquire. What's going on, guys? What happened to Pepe? What happened to Hiram?
Well, actually, no, you did know. because you saw the sea hags and you saw Hiram, you just didn't see me at the time.
Oh,
It's
yes,
when
that's
you're
right. Yes, right,
down.
because you were over
Inside in the
Hiram's body
window.
protecting him.
Yeah,
Yes.
you saw the sea hags
That's
run
right.
away.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, so you did see them run.
Let's see what the distance is from me to where I saw them run to.
Oh, they're around the corner now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where Visura is. I was gonna say, I don't even see Visura anywhere.
That's a stealthy monk for you.
I'll take one move action towards the door,
Okay.
and I'll be holding an action to attack anything that comes out of the door, waiting for my teammates to catch up to me.
Okay. So you had to dash to get there, correct?
No, I'm not taking.
Or
I'm just taking one move action.
oh, you're just okay. So you're just moving there. You're
Yeah,
you're combining your Pathfinder with your D&D.
Oh, sorry.
Quite all right. Quite all right. Yeah. So you move your distance to go there, and then you're going to hold your action for.
Just hold ready for an attack. That's all.
Okay. So basically, ready an attack should you see something appear.
Yeah, someone that's not us or bleeding already. That's like, please don't hurt me. Is going to get hurt.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Okay. Garnet, to you.
I'll have to take
Right,
a look
well-
at my spell list to figure out what we can do about this. Sorry.
Well, I'm
That's
too
all right.
far away to do anything. So actually, I'm going to dash up to there.
Mhm.
And I'm going to move my hammer to there.
Okay.
And I'll ask my hippo friend if he's okay.
I don't know what's under here, but something almost knocked me over.
Should you get out of the pool for now?
No, I haven't moved from the pool. I'm still standing there.
Yep.
Can't you see me?
That's what I mean. You may be standing into danger, but
Yeah, it's
okay.
not my turn, buddy.
Yeah, we're just talking.
One quick update, just one quick correction. Steve and I both missed the casting time for Hallowed when he drove off the Sea Hags.
It's okay, James. They would know it when they read my story.
Oh, okay. This is true. This is true. So we just had to make, well, in case there's happens to be a repeat visitor from
Yes.
from last
Oh,
session.
yeah.
So we both missed the casting time. The casting time takes was say it was
24 hours.
It was 24 hours for full casting.
Of what?
Of the hallowed, which kind of made the ground the holy place, which drove
Oh,
off
that
the
takes
hags.
24 hours?
Yeah. So we
It
just
takes 24
retconned it.
hours to put it into place.
Yep. Pretty much, basically to holy the ground. So what we did was we retconned it to say that, the Dawn Father, yes, the Dawn Father, yep, gave Garnet a slight mote, a slight blessing where he just gave just a slight pulse of the holy energy through the ground. That was enough to go through. If they had failed their saves, or sorry, if they had succeeded their saves, everything else would have been different. But they failed their saves, and they continued to fail their saves. So it was enough to at least have them scatter for the moment. but the ground is not hallowed, so that place is still available for them to return, or other creatures that it may have affected to be there and be unaffected.
So if it's not hallowed anymore, why did they leave?
Well, like I said, it was the Dawnfather gave Garnet a pulse of holy energy through the ground. And it's just a one-time thing because we couldn't retcon the whole battle from then backwards again. So it was just enough to basically, it's almost like like a static shock. And it was enough for them to go, and they got scared, because that's essentially what the Hallowed does, is it drives them off because of their nature. And there's saves against that, and they failed their saves on that.
It was just
So
a
that's why they
temporary
got.
relief of light to help out the situation.
That's right. That's right. So they may or may not return. Just depends on how things go from here. But that being said, getting back to the story, Garnet, you are finished your turn, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, Hiram, to you.
Okay, so I'm still standing in the water, and
On the water, yeah.
yeah, picky. If I move off the water, is that an attack of opportunity for whatever in the water? Well,
Don't
what
know.
do you mean you don't
That's
know?
Well, I
Only if
mean,
it's
you
next
know
to you.
what constitutes an attack of opportunity, but you don't know where this creature is.
Okay.
So it all depends as to where you move.
Yeah. Okay, I take off. Oh, you guys are not gonna like this. Hiram takes off his ring and puts it in his pocket and sinks into the water.
Okay. Let me just double check as to how deep that water was here.
7 feet.
Was it 7 feet? Let me just
Yeah.
take a quick
And I'm
look here.
7 feet tall and a hippo, so I can swim good. Well,
Yeah, you would you definitely do sink into the water here. And I just wanted to quickly double check on other items with regards to the cistern here. Cistern, here goes 7 feet deep. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so you do sink. I mean, as soon as you take out the ring, you basically drop into the water, in the same spot where you are. Are you going to try to sink to the ground, like to the bottom, or are you going to remain floating, or what is it that you're
I'm
doing
gonna
then?
sink to my, I'm gonna basically go down into the water so that I can see what's under the water.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And what is it that, in particular, that you might be looking for?
Oh, I don't know. See the thing that maybe hit me in the water?
Okay, fair enough.
Not looking for treasure.
Well, there was also that thing sticking
no.
up next to your javelin on the floor of the pool.
Yeah, we'll see how good his roll is here.
Perception.
Yes, please.
All
All right, a 13. Let's see here. And just take a quick look here. Okay. What I'm going to say is that through the water, you don't see anything in the water as far as like moving or any sort of creature is concerned. But as you are glancing around, and as you have moved to the bottom, you've disturbed enough of a little bit of silt that what you saw near where your javelin had landed, you can see that some of the silt has cleared away, and it looks like the top of possibly a leather sack or a bag of some sort that is buried just beneath the silt.
So
So
how far away is that from me?
from you, you are looking at maybe about 10 to 15 feet. Essentially, you're looking at right around this direction, right around here, like almost to the middle of the cistern.
Taking off the ring is an action, right?
No, I'm going to say that's a free action.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the bag and grab the bag.
All right. All right. You do feel behind you as you move, you do feel the water, a disturbance in the water, not unlike a disturbance in the force. but as you feel something pass by you, but you're not struck. You just feel the water movement behind you. And you want to grab the bag, is it?
I'm gonna use my javelin and I'm gonna poke the bag.
Okay. As you poke into the bag, you do feel the tip of your javelin pierce the bag, and also hit something solid. It almost
No, I don't
feels.
want to pierce the bag. I just want to push the side of the bag.
Oh, my apologies. As you push the bag, you do feel that there is a weight to the bag, and there is something solid in there. Um, Not too sure. I mean, there is some give to it, so it's not like it's all one large item. It feels like there's maybe a bunch of small items in there.
Okay, so I'll leave the bag and then
Okay.
I'll use my action to go up above the water, like up above the water, and I will tell Garnet that there's something alive in here, and that's it. That's my turn.
All
Oh,
right.
there's something alive in here, Garnet.
All righty.
Do I
Uh,
hear that?
what's your passive perception?
17, or wait, let me check. I think it's 17. Yeah,
Okay.
17.
Yeah, I mean you're just around the corner, but you would still hear because Hiram basically is kind of calling out to Garnet. So you would hear Hiram's voice. You just can't see him at the moment, I don't think. Let me just quickly double check. I don't think that you can. Actually, you just be able to catch sight of Hiram, like some of his body, just in the middle of the pool. You can definitely see Garnet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Garnet, you watch as there is some motion in the water that seems to be coming towards you and between you and Hiram. Um, da, 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 da. What's your AC, Garnet?
20.
20. So a 14 does not strike you as you feel something whiff past your face.
Not the
But a natural
face.
but a natural 20 does strike you. Um,
Oh no.
you take a total of 22 bludgeoning damage
Yikes.
Now,
and
is this magic?
like magical bludgeoning damage. No, it's not magical bludgeoning
No,
damage.
is it a magic spell that's doing this?
Um,
Just thing with my ring of turning.
right. Give me a Arcana check. 13. Doesn't feel like it. It felt like something fairly solid hit you. It doesn't. I
Okay.
mean, yeah, you don't. It doesn't feel like it's that type of energy. 3, 5, 6, 7 down. On bludgeoning. And why is it in a French? Why is it? Oh, it's in some sort of language I cannot pronounce or read. But
And you realize we all know this is your second natural 20 in a row.
yeah, well, this creature. Well, I mean, whatever is hitting you is unseen, so it does get to do it with advantage. Um.
Like cheating.
Well, maybe, maybe not. Well, first off, you take triple damage.
Whoa.
Oh,
So
Oh,
22
come
turns into
on.
66.
66.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh man.
This is not good.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, no.
5. All right.
That's with a plus
Uh,
3.
that's
Yeah.
with a plus 3. Give me just half a second here. I need to take a look at your character sheet.
Oh no.
Uh, Garnet, Roll me a d4, please.
Oh.
You pulling out one of the dice they gave you?
Yeah. Why
Nice.
not, right?
Sure.
D4.
Yes, please.
1.
Okay. All right. I will let you know what occurs when something happens.
Oh, no.
Whoa,
Come
what is this
on.
nonsense? What is this nonsense? I need you to roll a d4. Thank you.
Yep.
But now I'm not going to tell you anything. What is that?
I needed him to roll a d4 for a random thing to happen,
At a
and
random time.
a random thing has happened, but Garnet does not know what that random thing is until something triggers.
Dear viewers, please let the DM get down votes. Down votes are welcome.
That said, that said, Trogdor, it is now your turn.
Oh, yay. My turn.
Yes.
And I'm still at normal movement, right? Nothing's.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
I don't know if that's quite 25 or not. It seemed about
Uh,
right.
These were right. Whoops. Helps if I do this because I believe you were there. That's 20 because you started just right here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're currently at 20. That's 20 feet of movement.
I'll move one more then.
At least you're still alive.
That's still 20 feet. Yeah, because you could basically 20 feet is any place around here.
So I move one more to there.
Yep, that's good.
Okay. And I don't notice anything like the invisible, like the things that are hitting Garnet or anything
Um,
that was. I didn't notice Garnet taking any damage or anything.
no, it would have. Well, you would have. Yeah, because from where you were, you could see Garnet. That much I remember. So, you would have seen at first Garnet kind of looking around, then all of a sudden Garnet take a wallop, and he would have had taken a step back, enough of a recoil that it walloped him, and kind of hit him across the head because you see Garnet just kind of shaking his head, a hand to his head for the moment.
Would that be enough for me to cast Dispel on the invisibility effect?
Well, dispel magic. Is that dispel magic that you're looking at?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hang on just for a second here. Because dispel magic, I believe, has a range, but I don't know about the area of effect. I need to familiarize myself with. Oops. Why is it dispel not there?
It's up to 120 feet, it says.
Yep. So your range is fine. But as far as the area of effect, it's basically at a pinpoint. Basically, you need to target something. So you need to choose one creature, one object, or one magical effect within range. Now, you can take a guess as to where that creature, object, or magical effect might be, but I need you to show me on the map where you're going to focus your dispel magic, and I will let you know whether or not it takes effect.
I don't know if it's worth the gamble.
What's in between the two of them? You described it last time.
In between Garnet and Hiram?
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess if that's the case, we'll put it right there.
Okay. All right. I need to verify something here. One moment, please. It doesn't say. Let me check something here. Interesting.
Hopefully something happens.
Well, to be honest, because there's no clarification in the creature stat block, I need to reference outside sources, and I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Let me just quickly double check one other thing here, just for.
Woo! Glowing spell slots. Yay!
All right. Okay. What I'm going to say is this. You cast your spell, so you make use of the spell slot. And is there a save against it? No, no save. Okay. For each level above that. Okay. I need to check one other thing here. Sorry. Just to see if I can mash a couple things together. Okay, all right. So you're casting it at its normal level of third. So
Yeah.
anything that's level third, or level three, or sorry, for each spell of the fourth level higher. So anything that's third level or less, no DC is required. Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. You cast the spell. You see when you target what's between like the area between Hiram and Garnet, you see a shimmering for a moment. It has like it has the form of kind of some sort of medium creature. It's sort of like amorphous. Um, there's really no distinction as far as limbs or head or something. You can see that there's a slight shimmering around an object or some sort that's there, and then it disappears again.
Dang.
So you gather that whatever is there is probably invisible, but it's not something that the dispel magic can get rid of or
Yeah,
make
it's not a
visible.
magical effect.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you dispel fairy fire? I can't remember if druids get that spell or not. But fairy fire reveals invisible creatures.
Oh, really? I don't have that one prepared, though.
Oh, well, so much for that.
Anything else from you, Trogdor?
Nope. We'll just hold
All
there
right.
for the time being.
All righty. Garnet, what was that DC on that hallowed spell that we were working with?
Oh. Charisma 16.
Prism 16. Okay. All right. Okay. Both sea hags at the moment still seem to not like the fact that they were given that old buzz kill. Okay. Vasura, it is your turn. Back to the top of the round. You probably heard something going on behind you. You heard Hiram call out.
Yeah, I probably would have noticed something because I held my turn so I can take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You might have seen Garnet's. Yeah, you probably did see Garnet at at least look like he reeled from a hit.
Could I use my detect thoughts to learn where this creature is?
Very interesting.
That is pretty interesting.
Oh, I have to be able to see it.
Yeah.
And it has to be within 30 feet. I'm not within 30 feet. Okay. That's not going to work. Like I can meta do stuff, but it's all meta knowledge.
Well, give me a perception check, because if you want to use detect thoughts, a perception check might give you an opportunity to try it.
Ooh, that's really high. 25.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say is, you need to be within 30 feet of whatever creature is. You know that you're not within 30 feet of the space between Hiram and Garnet. And when you take a look, you can see in the space between Hiram and Garnet, you can see just a very slight disturbance on the water. It's a disturbance that isn't the rippling effect of the water with Hiram, because of Hiram that's in the water. You can see that it's something else. It's almost like the small waves and ripples of the water are striking against something.
Okay. Well, I'll move up to jump on Hiram's shoulders. Ta-ta.
Hiram's shoulders. Okay.
He's a hippo and I'm a little monkey.
How far was that? That was
45 exactly.
45. Okay. You're not going to be able to stay in his space though.
No. This is just temporary. I
right.
wanted to move to here, and I'm going to do a flurry of blows at the square in front of me.
Okay. It is going to be at disadvantage, of course.
I understand. There's going to be a lot of dice. Give me a second here. Okay, so first one, tap. Oh, 5 and a 10. That's not happening. Second one is 20 and 16.
You should be able to actually choose disadvantage if you have the pull down when you when you do your attacks.
Maybe, but I didn't do it that way.
Okay.
I have a 15 to hit and a 16 to hit.
Okay, 15 to hit and 16 to hit. Those both hit.
Nice.
Whatever it is that's in front of you, you just swing wildly, just kind of gauging what's there, and you actually land 2 strikes to something solid right in front of you.
15 and 16 on disadvantage. Well done.
Yeah.
7 and 9.
Okay.
Damage. And I'm going to expend 2 key points, I think. Hold on a second. I just want to read this. Picking for cone. Can I angle my cone of burning hands to not hit Garnet?
You would have to essentially move to there or to there. Yeah.
Okay.
You need to move another 10 feet to change.
I'll just flurry again. So here's 2. Oh, that one's going to miss.
Yep. 12. Or sorry, yeah, 12 does not hit.
Okay, second from the flurry coming up.
What was the damage for the 2 that hit?
16 total.
20 and 23.
So 20 does hit.
So 7 more damage from the bludgeoning.
Another 7 damage. Okay.
And then I sink into the water.
So you slip off and you drop into the water. All right. Let's see here. So that was a total of 16 plus 7. That's a total of 23 damage, isn't it?
23, yes.
23. All righty.
Splash.
Tell me about your punches there, Vasura.
Well, I imagine that the first one will be a big roundhouse kick coming up because I ran from such a distance, landing onto Hiram. And then the flurry.
Hiram.
Yeah, Hiram. I don't know where you get Hiram from.
My accent. What's wrong with you? That girl can't have an accent.
Hang on for a second. I need to check on something here with regards to your unarmed strikes.
They are magical.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay.
If that's what you're
Okay.
going to go check.
Yep. Just
Yeah,
wanted to double
yeah.
check. Yep, that's why I want to make sure. Are they magical? Okay, good enough. So then you slip into the water. You've got basically one of 7 squares around you that you can slip into the water because it can't be in the same space as Hiram.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect. Alrighty. Garnet, to you. It is your turn.
Right. Excellent.
Right now we just gotta surround him, so yeah. Can't move.
Yeah, but I'm almost dead.
Come on, save yourself, Garnet.
Yes, I will do a.
You got healing comments, don't you?
Beg pardon?
You still have your healing comment, right?
Oh yeah, but I also have. I'll do it. I'll do a channel divinity. Special healing,
Okay.
preserving life.
Okay. Restore 45 hit points, anyone within 30 feet, so you can certainly do that. Okay. So that is your action, using up your channel divinity.
Right, and 84, 42, 42, 9, 83. Just and
Well, I think you can. I think that you can only go up to a maximum of half your health.
I know, yeah, that's why I was doing math.
Yeah. This feature can restore a creature to no more. So you can only restore yourself to the 42 hit points.
Yes.
Which means, yeah, okay. I see what you, okay. So you got like 30, yes. So you were spending 33 hit points, healing, yeah.
Right. And so there's 12 left over that probably Hiram might be able to use some, or Hiram.
Let's see here, divide the response of the creature. Yeah.
How many? 12?
Up to 12 to the point where you're at half. I don't know where you are.
I'm at 30 would be half. I'm at 33. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And no one else needs any? Okay. So then I'm going to step back there, but bring this baby up, and with the spiritual hammer, I'll smash the water where Vashura was punching.
Okay. Give me an attack with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. 14 just hits. So for 10, I'll give you the 13 force damage. As you step away, you feel the air move directly in front of you. You feel something pass in front of you quickly. You gather that you probably avoided a strike to the head.
I was a great thing.
Anything else?
he feels the earth move.
Ooh, under your feet.
No, that's great. Thanks.
Alrighty. Hiram, to you.
Yo. Okay. So
What's
You
the
watched as
skull on the
Basura from the
map?
top of your shoulders.
I still can't see anything, eh?
That's correct. Troy, that was a marker that I put down for a reason, which we can't remember other than to think that maybe Hiram is disguised self. Oh, wait a sec. Disguised self isn't that a
He used a
concentration
scroll.
spell? Oh yes, that's right. Use a scroll. It lasts an hour. It's not concentration.
He
Yeah,
disguised
you're fine.
himself as a hag, didn't he?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
he did. Yep.
A very large hag.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm under the water. Can I see while my head's above the water, can I see Basura?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see Vasura is actually in the water next to you.
Right, okay, but
She's yeah.
she came up from under the water, right?
No, well, Vasura basically ran across the water or jumped across the water, landed on your shoulders. You saw her swinging into the air? You could hear and see her hands hitting something solid, and then she had to step
Okay.
to the side and then into the water, swimming next to you.
So so I slipped my ring back on
Okay. And you immediately whoop pop up onto the surface.
That's
and
awesome. Zoop.
I swing in the same general vicinity that Basura was swinging in.
All right. Give me your attacks at disadvantage, of course.
Oh yeah.
24. Nice.
Well, that's a
What's
definite
your
hit.
yeah?
So that's 9 damage.
Okay. You feel your hammer slam into something solid.
Okay. So
Well, that's much solid, but as if you're slamming into another individual
then
idea.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Oh man.
21. There we go.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well, it's so close to a nat.
You're zeroing in.
4
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
But I'll also use one of my astral sparks.
Okay.
What's
So
that?
that's for damage. So 2 more damage. Oh no, it's a separate thing. Okay, never mind. I thought I had something else. Hang on 1 second. No, never mind. I didn't use that. I thought it was additional damage, but it's actually oh no, it is. So when I hit a target with a simple, you cause target to take additional +4 force damage. So yeah, 2
Okay.
force damage.
So an additional 2 force damage. All right. Fair enough. Okay.
That's it.
And that's your turn. All righty. Okay. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, because this thing's not even on the turn order, is it?
Well, you're gathering, where or when it's going to attack. Let's see here. The story. Does a 19 strike you?
Just barely.
Just barely. All right. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage. And does a 21 strike you?
No.
Take another. No, the 19 does, but the 21 does not. Cut it. Take an additional 6 bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to say that with that, you do see the water in front of you, kind of again disturb, dissipate. It's almost like you see something just kind of drawing a line across it, heading out and heading towards Garnet. Both you and Hiram can take an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Heck yeah.
Again, at disadvantage, of course.
$14.
14 just hits. Show me some damage on that one.
Woo! 8.
Okay. And Hiram, a 26. Look at that. A 226 is at disadvantage. Wow. Show me some almost a nat 20. Show me some damage there, please.
This is my rolls at disadvantage. 25, 24, 26, 21, 26, 26.
You are killing it with the disadvantage. Who says the digital
more.
is bad?
6 more.
6 more. Are you swinging two-handed? All right.
Yes, sir.
Whatever
Okay.
I don't have my
invisible is.
shield
Is my
because
spell
I don't have
working?
my
Like,
shield
huh?
because I'm a different. I look like a sea hag, right?
Right. Got it. Let's see here. Okay. All righty. And okay, Trogdor,
Yeah, my turn.
it is your turn.
Um. Hmm. I was looking at this one for a second. Do I have to say? Yeah, you have to see that one. Hmm. I think we're gonna try to use Trogdor's creeping vines at
Okay.
second level, and we're gonna try to use it for the grab option.
All right. Your creeping vines. Let's see here. I need to remind myself with the spell. A homebrew spell for those viewers who are watching.
Because that's an option, right? Because I thought that was what we had said.
I believe so. Yeah, we got 2 options. Create points. Make a ranged attack. Ranger. I still gotta fix that text. On a hit, divine strike out for 10 bludgeoning for 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
Second option, range attack. Instead of dealing damage, attempts to grapple and restrain the target.
Yep. Now, range attack and rolls are the same as above, and it must be on a target that you can see.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
No
I
Did
mean,
it say
sure.
that though?
Yep. It says it on the first one. Where have I got it there? A mass of vines are created at a point within 60 feet of the caster that the caster can see. You can see the point. Make a ranged attack roll on a target the caster can see within 10 feet of that point.
Dang.
And for the second option, range and attack rolls are the same as above, which means target you must see.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, then what I think we'll do, we won't do that one then. We'll do, I think I still have Moonbeam prepared. Oops. Exit out of my list for a second. My sheet. I got Moonbeam. Do I got that other one? No. So we'll use Moonbeam.
Okay.
Use it at third level.
Okay.
And we'll put it right in front of Garnet.
Right in front of Garnet. Alrighty. And it's a 5-foot cylinder that's 40 feet high, correct? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That and that. There we go. So that little green dot, that's your moonbeam. All right. So you drop it down right in front of Garnet. Okay. Anything else?
We will move to there, and then that's it.
Okay, show me the path that you took.
Uh-oh. Just like, just skirt around here.
Because you started. Come on. Oh, that's why. Move that. You started there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So there. So you would have had to come to here. Whoops. Would have had to come to here and then either to here or here and then moving there.
Just went around like like went to that square and then over there.
He wants to know if you were close to the building or far from the building when you went there.
Yeah. Like were you next to the building or not? All right.
I went from there to there and then down.
Basically hugging the wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Does a 19 strike you?
Just.
Okay, you take 14 bludgeoning damage as you feel, as you move, you feel something strike against you just as you passed.
All right.
Just as he passed where?
Just as you got to the square that you're at now, so just after you moved out of the one square.
And it felt like I got hit by something.
Oh, you did get hit by something. Oh yeah. You could feel something strike right into you, probably like into the center of your back for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Dang it.
All right. And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. And charisma saves. What was your DC on the charisma saves again? On that hallowed thing? That was a 15?
16.
Or 16. Okay. Fair enough. The hags apparently are not very charismatic. Visora, to you. Top of the round.
Okay, I want to grab some mud from the water bottom,
Okay.
and then come up out of the water and fling the mud sideways as wide as I can, as far as I can.
All right. Which show me. I'm going to say that you've got essentially. I'll give you a. What's your strength here? No. Roll me a.
I use dexterity and wisdom instead.
Okay. So dexterity. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to say that I'll give you a 15-foot cone that you can basically kind of fling outwards. You show me the arc or the area that you want to hit.
So 15 going out to here.
Mm-hmm.
This way.
Okay.
So I'll maybe throw a little bit of mud on Garnet as well.
All right. So 15 foot. Yeah. Yeah. You're basically going to be getting Garnet from that. Okay. Fair enough. So you fling the mud out. Garnet, go ahead and give me a dex save. Let's see if you can at least avoid being splattered with mud. 10. Nope. Because I'm basically looking at Visura's unarmed strike, and getting a +5, getting a +10 to that. So yeah, that's basically you get mud kind of scattered across your face and across your front of your gear. Visura, you splatter mud out. The only thing it seems to hit is Garnet.
It's not here anymore. It's gone somewhere else. How much movement action would I have left to get out of the pool and I guess stand next to Garnet?
I'm going to say that you used up 5 feet of movement to dive down to the bottom. No movement because you would have floated back back up to the top. And so you've got whatever your speed is -5, so 40 feet.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a small lip, so really no movement cost to get out.
I'll just climb up and go to the pool, and I'll reiterate: it's not here anymore. It's somewhere else. It moved.
Garnet.
And Chongo will say, "I got hit."
Garnet.
Fuck, that's bad.
You hear Visura and you hear Trogdor speak. You've heard their voices before. You know which one is they're speaking. You have no clue what they just said. You have no understanding of the common language.
Who does? Doesn't?
Garnet.
Okay.
You have no understanding of the common language anymore. They're speaking common. You know that everybody spoke common, but all of a sudden, you have no idea what the common language is or how it sounds or what it says or how to speak it. And you think you can't even think in common. You are thinking in your native Dwarvish tongue. You don't know the common language.
Likely
I believe
Trogdor
that's
could
called
speak
a.
Dwarven.
Great.
What was that, Visura?
I believe that's called a fuck.
Just so that you know, that is the random thing that
I figured
occurred.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep. The way that it was written, like whatever, but it says on a failed save, which you fail because there's a DC 14, you lose one of your known languages at random. And I took a look at your languages, and you knew 4 languages: 1, 2, 3, 4. You rolled a 1. That was the common language. So you know Draconic, you know your Dwarvish, you know your Orc, but you don't know the common language, at least for now.
Well, who else is going to write this game up?
That may cause a problem. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
still writing it, just now you're going to write it in Dwarvish.
So you'll hear Baruch Kazad, which some of you may understand in Dwarvish is Axe of the Dwarves.
I'll
So,
say
Vis-
Gesundheit.
And then Trogdor was like, why is he speaking Dwarvish?
Visura, you of course will understand. Oh, sorry, Trogdor, you will understand Dwarvish,
Yeah.
so you can communicate with Hiram at least. Sorry, with Garnet at least. I'm looking at different people's. I'm looking at your different character sheets, and I take a look at the name, and my brain just automatically makes me say that
Well,
name.
Trogdor and I can still speak Draconian.
Me too.
Yeah, and Hiram will know Draconic as well. So you've got 3 people that you can communicate with. Visura, you might have some difficulty, but I'll give you a little hint. I think you would still be able to communicate with Garnet directly, but I don't think you'll be able to speak with him openly.
No, I can't even speak to him indirectly. With telepathy, that we have to share a language.
Telepathically,
Oh, it
right? If
is
you
with the
have
share.
that.
Okay. Yeah. It's the share essentially with another. The link the target is a telepathic link, a willing creature. The creature can anywhere in the planet. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because you have telepathy. Target instantly share words, images, sensory with one another through the link, and the target recognizes. So you'd still be able to basically images, sounds, sensory messages, that sort of thing. So you'd be able to communicate with him through like basic, like pain or something like some sort of
Just pantomime body language. That's all I can get out of him.
yeah, basically.
I mean, it's just like what were we said the Bolak Tar. But there be like put our fist up and look around for an orc or something.
All right. So that being said, is that the end of your turn, Visura?
Yeah, I think that would account for an attack action, so I got nothing else.
Okay, well, unless you have a bonus action or something that you want to do.
No, nothing special. Not without being able to see the target.
Fair enough. Garnet, to you.
I use my Dwarven Arcana to bring up Spirit Guardians. So I'll have a 15 foot sphere around me of floating angelic dwarfs.
Floating
Oh,
angelic
yeah.
dwarves. All right, let's give you a circle of angelic dwarves around. Oh well, no, 15 foot. Here we go. Oh no, stop that. I don't want. There we go. Oh, gosh, darn it. There we go. Okay, 15 foot, and let's give a color of. Let's give a color of that. There we go. That little pink is your 15 foot of your spirit guardians.
Great. And then I'm going to be drinking a greater healing potion.
Alrighty. Bonus action. Nice. Look at that. 3-3-4-2. Awesome.
Great, and that's what I do when I speak out in Draconian and say, I didn't understand what you said, Basura and Throgdor.
Basura, you hear the very harsh back of the throat, guttural draconic language. You recognize it as being draconic, but you have no clue what Garnet's been saying. Trogdor, you of course understand him fully. What's that?
I passed him a tissue.
All right. End of your turn, Garnet?
Aye.
All right. Hiram, to you.
Is that right, Charlie? Holy
This
smokes.
is the mud here, right? Yeah.
I beg your pardon?
What do we got going on here again? The green, that's the mud?
Oh, no, that's Trogdor's moonbeam.
Okay.
Yeah, Vasura just grabs some silt and mud from the bottom of the cistern.
I'm going to drop back down in the water and then grab the bag and come back up.
Okay. Fair enough.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Grab a bag.
Yeah, there is as you pick it up, you do feel that there is some heft and some weight to it, but not so much that it weighs you down.
Okay.
Let's see here.
You're kind of like the hippo in Fantasia with the bubble on its foot.
Pretty much. All right. Trogdor.
No, not Trogdor.
Yeah, Trogdor. Let's see. A nat 20 definitely hits you. Starting at 18 bludgeoning damage, but we'll see what that turns into.
See, he's rolling really good too, you guys.
TPK.
That's 3 nat 20s. Yeah.
Come on, chat. Can we get a TPK going?
13,
Chat
14.
for everybody. We're all gonna die.
It's looking that way. It's not looking good for Trogdor.
Well, you three are gonna die. I'm gonna walk away here.
God. Let's see. Okay, not bad. It's just a setback card. It's not horrible. Are you carrying a shield?
No, yeah, I guess I am.
Okay. Whatever hit you smacks into your shield, damaging it. It is its effectiveness is reduced by 1. So instead of 2 to your AC, it only adds 1 to your AC.
Okay.
So let's see here. Where is your shield? Dun, 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 dun. Your strike shield. Let's customize that. Oh, well, we can do is we can edit your armor class. Uh, no. Override basic armor plus dex, override AC. So
Or
we're going to
just
make that
remember that
60.
it's, you know,
Yeah. That's right. We'll just
one less.
override your AC to 16 for the moment, just so that we all remember and don't forget.
How long is that for?
Well, the shield is damaged,
Oh, okay.
essentially. So yeah, you're going to
So I
have
just had to
to
get it repaired.
yep, or find a new shield, one of the two. All right, that was its first attack. Second attack.
Oh boy.
Not a nat 20, but a 22 for 10 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit.
Could have
Um,
been worse.
could have been worse. And let's just see here. You do feel something pass by you, brush past you. So if you want, you can take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage, of course.
All right. Hmm. And does it have does it have to be like can it be a spell?
Do you have Warcaster to cast a spell
Forecaster's a
as
feat.
yeah,
Okay, no.
but yeah, that allows you to cast, or there's another feat that allows you to cast a spell as a reaction.
Okay, so we're going to use the. I had to pull it up here. It's been a long time. Uh, Trying to find it here. That the uh, rod that I have, the tentacle rod.
Oh, the tentacle rod. Yeah, okay. While holding rod, you can use an action to create each tentacle, attack a creature. Okay. Attack a creature you can see within 15 feet of you.
But I'm making reaction, right? So that
Yeah, but
counts.
well, I mean, you can still, if you could see the creature, you could use it. But because you can't see the creature,
If he hits the creature, wouldn't he be able to see it?
well, the it says while holding the rod, you can use an action to direct each tentacle to attack a creature you can see within 15 feet of you. So basically, you got to give those tentacles a target, and you don't see the target.
Hmm.
I misunderstood.
Yeah,
So I can't just
I
like
mean,
so
you
I
could
can't use the grab for the tentacle rod, but can I just like use it for the attack?
again, you can't see the creature to attack, but if you want to expend a charge on the tentacle rod and take a chance, let's see
I don't
here.
want to do the charge. I just want to do the attack.
Oh, like just basically try to strike it with the rod, not so
Yeah,
much using the tentacles, just basically using the rod and try to smack at it, as
exactly.
opposed, as opposed to like hitting it with your club or something. Okay,
Well,
yeah,
I guess I do have my club, but yeah, I forgot I still have my club.
yeah. You got that obsidian club that does extra damage and so forth.
I guess I could try that because that'd be better. Probably do more damage. Try it
Yeah.
with the club.
All right. Have a swing away with your club at disadvantage, of course. Hey, look at that, 20. So that's a total of 3 bludgeoning and 3 piercing because of the obsidian shards that are on that. Roll me a d roll me a percentile, please.
Alrighty.
23. Ooh, that is below that 25%.
Oof.
So you do lose some of some of the obsidian that's on there.
Yeah.
Um, okay. Oh wait. Okay, it's 35 if it's wearing solid armor. Oh, sorry, it was only if it was solid armor. It's not. It doesn't have solid armor, so
Okay,
never mind.
nice.
Ignore that. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I forgot now. It's been so long since we homebrewed that and we
Yeah.
created that. Totally forgot. Yeah, it's only if you hit something like really solid, like metal or something, is there that chance that obsidian is going to shatter and break away. Okay. So you do the damage, and okay, and it is now your turn.
All right. Okay, so what I'll do for my turn. Now I have to think about that one just a little bit. He's somewhere by me, huh? I think what we'll do is we will go invisible.
You're going to turn invisible.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm going to, what marker am I going to use for that? For you to be invisible. Let's do that marker. Make you look invisible. Okay. And you can do that as, is that a spell that you're casting?
Yeah, the invisibility spell.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So you're going invisible, and what are you doing? Anything else? Movement, bonus action?
Yeah, and then we're gonna move one. Or damn it, it's not where I wanted. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over there.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Sea hags. Can either of you figure out how to not be afraid? Okay.
Is it like a rhetorical question or?
It was a question as he was rolling their dice to see if they're still afraid.
You see one hag come back around the corner. Finally, one of them beat that 16. But that is their turn. Vasura.
So I've got no idea where this thing is now.
At the moment, no, but if you want to do a perception check, you may or may not. Depends on how good your roll is.
You might be surprised. This is the longest roll I've ever seen happen on a digital table. It literally bounced into the corner for like 5 seconds. Just going around. 12.
12. No, unfortunately not. I mean, you see all the nice little angelic dwarves. It's angelic dwarves, you said, right, Garnet? Yep, and the little angelic dwarves are flittering around, but you don't see anything else.
Okay, so I noticed the sea hag?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm going to move within 30 feet of the sea hag so I can blast it with my punches.
All right. I believe a 23 strikes you for 11 bludgeoning damage as you move away.
Fine, I guess so. You said 11?
11 bludgeoning, yes.
And these invisible things are everywhere.
No, it's just one.
Are you sure?
No.
Trogdor is not sure.
I'm pretty sure it's just one. If it was 2 of them, we would have killed one already. Anyway. Move over to here. Make my attacks. Go all out. 1, 2, Oh, that's a crit.
Oh,
So 22, 30, 19, and 24 to hit this sea hag. And one of them is a crit.
All right. Let me just take a quick look at something. You add up all of that. Da, 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 da.
Ignore the last 27.
Not a problem. Just taking a quick look here. That's a no. That's a no. Okay. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. And I don't think anything here. None of that were spells, correct? Of any sort?
It's all radiant.
It's all radiant damage, but what I mean is that this is
Not spells. Nope.
yeah, not spells that you're casting, correct?
Just punches.
All
Really
right.
long punches.
Really, oh, that's right. The really long punches, because you've got that.
Radiant Sunbolt.
Yeah, Radiant Sunbolt, yeah. Special attacks are if you use your Dex modifier. When you take the action, you can spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice as a bonus. So you're spending your 2 key points? How many key points is that you're spending on that?
I've got 4 key points left. 4 or 5.
Okay. Okay.
I'll double check here for you.
Yeah, key points to make the special attack twice as a bonus action. You can use this attack as any of the attacks in the extra. Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. So that's 10, 11, 8. You essentially pummels this creature. As soon as it comes around the corner, you rush forward and you pummel that creature to nothingness. The creature goes down before they have a chance to react or do anything.
Yeah, that should put
Yeah,
good fear into the other
that teaches
sea
him for coming back.
They were greatly damaged to begin with, which is good too.
This is
No
true.
fight for you. No fight for you. You stay in that door and you die.
Anything further? I think you basically spent all your actions on that, correct?
That's my turn. That's my turn.
All right. Garnet, to you.
Great. Well, I want to use my perception initially to see if I have any idea where this X creature is.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check. 18. It's difficult to tell. You don't see the creature, but somewhere's in this area, you do see your spiritual guardians or your spirit guardians do seem to be I mean, it's almost like it's something that's just on the edge. Like as they're swirling around, it's almost like, occasionally they bump into something, but it's difficult to see where exactly. So somewhere's around, like around here, idea.
Well, I'm going to move to there, and
Okay.
then right in front of me, I'll slam down Hisir.
Okay. Taking the slam action, strikes the ground in front of them, releasing a wave of tectonic force that resonates throughout the ground in a 15 flat cone. Make an attack roll against each creature within that cone. All right. Okay.
With 17.
Okay. You slam your Hesir down. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Nice.
Nice damage. And you watch as the ground kind of ripples out in front of you as that tectonic action takes place. And you know it was a really good slam. And you can even see a couple small stones kind of shatter or break and crack through the damage. Doesn't seem to have hit any creature, though.
Dang.
However, as you move forward and your spirit guardians join up with you, you do see them now kind of forming around something in front of you. basically right about here. But the one thing that you now notice is that this creature, the spirit guardians, because the spirit guardians are basically in a sphere around you. So from the ground up, you can see that there's an area maybe about half a foot to a foot underneath this creature where your spirit guardians are not striking against it.
So it's
You gather that
levitating.
this creature, at least for the moment, is not touching the ground, is hovering in space.
Dang.
And that's probably the reason why, because it wasn't on the ground. That's probably the reason why it didn't take any damage. It didn't fall prone.
Aye.
The ground just rippled underneath it.
So I'll say it's just about 10 feet in front of me, but it's not on the ground. And I'll say that in Draconic.
So Vasura, you hear behind you, you hear Garnet again in the Draconic language call out. Do you point or gesture or do anything, Garnet?
Yeah, with my with Yasir. Say,
Okay.
in front of me.
So Vasura, you turn and looking to where Garnet.
I don't understand him. He doesn't speak common.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, do you hear him calling out? Do you turn to see what he's doing, or are you focusing on where the sea hag was?
I would have been focusing on the sea hag.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, and that's your turn, Garnet.
I'll do a healing comment on Miso.
Okay, easy enough. Garnet, you also see your creatures like around you, just off to your side. You do see them flittering around a form that's also invisible just to your right. But the good news is you see that that form is A, on the ground, and B, it's enough of a distinction that you can tell that this is probably Trogdor, just simply by the shape that is being made by your spirit guardians around him.
Great.
Hiram, you see as Garnet steps forward and strikes the ground, and apparently nothing taking place. You also see, you hear him speak out in Draconic. You see him point, and as you take a look, you do see this this form being somewhat highlighted by the spirit guardians.
How far away is it from me?
It is currently right here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, total of 25 feet away from you, but it would take 20 feet of movement to get to where it is. Yep, right there is perfect. And I'm going to say that you can strike, but now that you have some sort of form in front of you, you do not need to do it at disadvantage.
Okay, so I will rage.
Okay.
Oh! I'm trying to picture a hippo getting enraged, you know, like what
Have
that
you
would
ever
sound
seen
like.
Google hippo attacks? They're insane.
It
I'm
is
actually very
scary.
surprised that the hippo in this game doesn't have a bite attack.
Yeah, well, you know what? An actual hippo probably would, but a GIF,
It's
I
still
guess they had to.
still 7 feet tall, pretty big, and a big head, like you'd think.
Yeah, well, I suppose any creature that has a mouth and teeth could actually do a bite attack, but yeah, as a GIF, you don't have a specific stat for a bite attack.
13 plus. Strength weapon. Okay. Yeah, that's my attack. The 13 damage. What do I see?
You see as your hammer strikes into where the spirit guardians are, and you see it strike into the creature. The creature doesn't, or at least the form that the spirit guardians are around. So you don't actually see the creature, but you can see where the form is. It's almost like you strike solid air, really. That's the kind of sensation that you're getting. But you know that you've hit something.
So with my bonus attack, I will use my frenzy. So I'm just going to do it again.
Okay. 12 unfortunately does not strike.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Okay, so and that was a frenzied attack. Okay. All right. This creature, what's the DC on your is it still a 16 for your spirit guardians, but it is
Yeah, wisdom 16.
wisdom 16. Thank you. Wisdom. It rolls a 19. So it takes half damage, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so what's your damage on your spirit guardians there, please?
When I rolled it, though I suppose I should roll it again.
Yep. Yeah, just the damage. Don't do it as if you're casting because you don't want to use up a spell slot there. D8. So
15.
okay, make sure that you adjust because you rolled that through your D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I don't believe it. No, it didn't pick it up, so it's good.
Okay, so it didn't because it looks like you cast it.
Yeah, but it didn't take it away.
Okay, yeah. Next time you can just click on where it says 3d8 radiant in your spell listing, and if you click on that, it should just
right. Okay,
do
yeah.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 15. Half of that is 8. Okay. All right. Well, the creature is right next to Hiram, and Hiram was the one that just did damage to it, so it's going to turn and attack at Hiram. A 17 to strike.
Would it attack me though? Because I'm a sea hag. Maybe it recognizes me,
It
or like
it attacked you because you just attacked it.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have just made a mistake as a sea hag.
Could have.
Yes, a 17.
Okay, and a 24 hits as well. No nat 20s. So a total of 28 bludgeoning, cut in half to 14 because of your rage. It is not magical bludgeoning, it is just bludgeoning. And the creature is going to move here and here to get out. No, it's going to stay there right there. Trogdor, to you.
Right. So
Would we have seen where it left? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, right now, the spirit guardians are acting almost like fairy fire. That as long as it's within that spirit guardians, you can see its spirit guardians kind of moving around a form. So it's not visible, but you know now where it is because of the spirit guardians. So it's taken away that disadvantage on your attacks.
But you said it moved out of the spirit guardians?
No, I was debating whether or not it was going to move out of the spirit guardians, but it's remained. Yeah. Trogdor.
So Trogdor is gonna say to Garnet that I'm right beside you, and I'm gonna put my hand on him, saying right there.
Okay.
And then I do believe because my invisibility is concentration, my moonbeam would disappear.
I don't think it is, but let me just quickly double check here.
That you what? You can do other
Invisibility.
spells as long as it's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, but the moonbeam is concentration, so I can't be
Oh.
concentrating on two things at once.
Yeah, moonbeam is concentration,
Yeah.
but your invisibility. Where is your invisibility? Invisibility. Oh yes, invisibility is also concentration. That's okay. No need to. No major retconning happening because you didn't do anything with the moonbeam. So, bink, gone.
So I did that with Garnet, and then I'm going to also say to Garnet, I'm not looking so good. Togdor hurt bad. And then I'm gonna pop a healing potion.
Okay. Seven,
Nice.
not bad. All healing is good healing.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. It's your turn. Let's see here. I just wanted to see something here. Where is where? Okay. Okay. Okay, this creature is there. Hi, Kitty. Yes, hello. Say hello to the viewers. Sorry, I don't need kitty butt. Okay, thank you. All right.
You don't think you need kitty butt.
That was the kitty butt we didn't realize we needed.
Oh,
All righty. Let's see here. What is this here? All righty. All right. What is the range here? There's that. There's that. I need Basura and Hiram to give me dex saves, please.
Ooh.
All right. Vasura, you save. Hiram, you don't. As Vasura, as you just catch sight of the final sea hag just kind of come into view, and they raise their hands, and out comes a crackling mote of light that just comes out as a large stream as this lightning bolt streaks forward.
Wow.
Let's see here. It is. Why didn't it cause damage? It did that. Okay.
And that's a nasty spell. Yikes.
Yeah. It didn't roll the damage. That is very strange. Okay, let's try that again here. Still did. Okay, I'll just have to do this manually then. Fine, bugger you. I don't care. I'll do it manually. Sure. You got no control over me. It is at. Well, that's probably the reason why it's not giving me. Oh, is it doing that? Nope. Doesn't want me to cast it. Okay, and doing it at so 5 hex. Okay, so it's 8, and then 9, 10, 11 d8, as it's casting it at 6th level.
what?
Wow.
Yep. Lightning bolt is a 3rd level spell, which is 8d6.
These guys are way overpowered for our team. Like this seems like a little ridiculous.
Sea hags are only a CR2. 11d6 because it's casting it at a 6th level. So Basura, you take 20 lightning damage. And Hiram, you take 41 as it casts this massive lightning bolt that comes at you.
40, so I am 19, so am I dead?
No, what's your maximum damage? Or your maximum HP?
59.
59. Yeah, no. You're just unconscious. You're just unconscious.
Okay, well, I'm down.
And Vasura, you take 20.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is the creature's turn. Vasura, it is your turn.
Revenge movement.
Of course. Would expect nothing less.
And I think getting up to there allows me to. I don't even look at the distance. I know that I got 45 feet of move.
Yeah.
Monk stuff.
Look, monk stuff, all right? Just you're pretty much, I mean, even if you just say I'm going to dash, you're pretty much good to hit almost any space here on the map, I'm guessing. So well, if you want to save your next two, your first two definitely do hit. And that damage does kill the sea hag.
Okay, well, they'll send me a key point.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the key point on the other two.
Oh, fucking time. Jesus.
Yeah, they're glass cannons, those sea hags.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it for them. Yeah. They got their AC is 14. They don't have any damage immunities or resistances. But like you said, glass cannon, they can do some pretty big wallops. Anything further from you, Vasura?
I'm good.
All right. Garnets, to you.
Garnet will go over to Hiram and do a cure wounds.
Okay.
Woo! That's what I
Damn.
need.
There you go.
All right then.
I'm going to say your disguised self kind of drops Hiram as you go
Yeah.
unconscious again. Yeah.
That's right there. Thank you, Garnets.
And where's that that disturbance?
Just to the left of Hiram.
So 5, 10, 50, so somewhere around there.
Around where?
Oh,
you are on top of it, so you need to move one square in any direction.
okay. So I'll actually,
there you go.
And I'm here.
Yep.
So I'll hit with the spiritual hammer.
Go ahead and strike, if you can. Sorry. It is not at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the 2d8 plus 4 equal. Well, I don't know. Is that going to do it?
Well, you got to roll your d20 first to.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like under your attacks. A 10, unfortunately, does not strike.
Okay.
And you didn't cast it again, correct? Double check your spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay. Because remember, you can go under your D&D Beyond. You can go under the attack tab under actions, and then you could click the attack there. At least you should be able to click the attack there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to.
They have arm, strike, inflict wounds, guiding, bolt, crossbow. So I went into the spiritual hammer part itself and just looked at clicking on the damage part, but that wasn't working either. It's okay. I can always do it and bring it back, so I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I just don't want you to lose spell slots
Aye.
unnecessarily. Okay, end of your turn.
Aye.
All right. Hiram, you are prone. Your rage is over because you fell unconscious. I believe, right? Yes. Which means you also have, you now have 1 level of exhaustion as you wake back up because you did a frenzy.
Okay. Well, I'll get up and I'll attack again.
Okay. The good news is with level 1, you just have a disadvantage on ability checks. That's the only thing. Okay, so you're back up. Oops, come on off of that.
12.
12 unfortunately does not strike.
I
No,
rolled
20 to hit.
Oh, sorry. All right, sorry. I heard the 12 and I was looking someplace else, and I thought, yeah. So 20 definitely does hit for 12 damage. Okay. That form still seems to be right in front of you.
Okay. Well, my getting up was my initial action, and my thing was my attack. So that's it.
Yeah. No, only half your movement to get up. So you still have your 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. I thought getting
Yeah.
out of prone was
That's Pathfinder.
Oh, I have no idea what Pathfinder is. But
Okay. Yep. No, getting up from prone, that's just spending half of your movement.
so 12. Well, there's your 12.
Okay. Apparently I was foreshadowing. Yeah, no, a 12 does not hit. Anything further?
Oh, that's it.
All right. All right. It is this creature's turn. I can take them away because they are gone. And cancel it. Here we go. And it's going to, let's see. It is going to Garnet. You watch as the creature kind of rotates around Hiram just to the top there. Oh, it has to make a wisdom save, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yes, it has to make a wisdom save. It rolls a 20.
Oh, I guess that saves.
Still gets half.
Still gets half. Yep. 15. You watch as this creature moves towards, goes to rotate around Hiram, moving closer to you. You watch as the creature that was floating, it appeared like only about a foot or so off the ground, all of a sudden kind of touch down on the ground and then go to make another movement, another step, and then drop further and then drop further and is then motionless, lying on the ground.
Yes.
Does it reappear?
It does. You see this creature just kind of appear out of nowhere as it is no longer moving. Even if I do that, if I do this, oh, no, 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 stop that. I meant to do Shift Z and I did Control Z, which is an undo, and that's just not happening. Let's try that again here. There we go. Because I think if I do, there we go. That kind of gives you an idea of this invisible stalker that has been plaguing you all this time.
Yeah, it's been doing that already.
And do we know what that is?
Yeah, do we know what it is?
Anybody can give me either an Arcana or a Nature check.
There you go.
We're out of
Nat
There
combat.
you go.
Nat
Oh
20.
yeah, Nat 20 for Hiram. Yeah, you're definitely out of combat. An invisible stalker, is something that is actually summoned by
An
a
invisible
magic
what?
user. It's called an invisible stalker.
Invisible stalker. Okay.
Yeah. It is created by a magic user. It essentially is an air elemental that's been summoned from its native plane and transformed by powerful magic.
So Would I know if the if the magic user would have to be in the area to generate the stalker because I rolled a nat 20?
Yeah, let me just take a quick look here. When Invisible Stalker is created, it stays at its summoner's side until it is given a task to perform. So you gather that it's entirely possible that the summoner might have been one of the hags. It may not have been, because until the summoner is given the task, it will stay by its summoner's side. So it could very well have been given the task of guard something or stay here until another creature attacks or something like that.
Would the sea hags have the ability to summon one of these things?
On a nat 20, let me just quickly double check here to
I
see
would think
if
I'm pretty much an expert on invisible stalkers if I'm rolling a nat 20.
yeah. Let me just see if the documentation actually says anything with regards to that. Okay, that's that. Yeah, I'm going to say that you would say that the hags definitely would have had the capability to do so, especially two of them. One hag on its own, maybe not, but the fact that two hags were together, that's getting close to a coven. And you know that the more hags that are together and joined in any way, shape, or form, the stronger their magic becomes.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
could also explain how the hags were able to use magic such as the lightning bolt that you saw.
Okay. So I'll be all right. I've seen these before. They're usually controlled by a magic user to either protect something or to to be along with the magic to guard the magic user. We have two choices here that they may have come from. It may be the sea hag summoned it, or we need to be on the lookout for another magic user while we're here. So if you guys have detect magic skills, you may want to use them as we move forward through this complex. All right.
Garnet,
Trogdor hurt bad. Trogdor try.
So Throgdor, do you have any healing potions?
Trogdor used one. Trogdor only have one left.
So how badly are you hurt?
Trogdor only got 17 points left.
Trogdor, Trogdor Kubar, Trogdor Kubar.
Somehow in-game language, Trogdor tells you he's only got 17 hit points left.
What's your hit point max, Trogdor?
66.
I only have like a third of my strength left.
I'm bad. I'm hurt bad. Oh, it's bad. I could go on for a little bit, but not so far.
So Garnet will do a cure wounds on Throgdor.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you, Garnet.
And I'll give him actually Hiram, you're not doing well either, right?
No.
So this would be a great time to mention Monsieur walks up bleeding from like 13 places. Half of her clothes.
Yeah, we're all not looking too
Hair
great.
messed right up.
And looking at the three of you, because she doesn't understand a word of what any of you are saying, because you're all communicating in Draconic. Sorry, Vasura, didn't mean.
Yeah, for sure walks up. Why is everyone talking dragon?
Vasura, you have no idea what they're saying. You know it's in Draconic, and you're watching as Garnet is kind of like doing his cleric thing that you've seen before, and the wounds and the blood and everything kind of dissipating on both Hiram and Trogdor.
I'll grab Garnet's hand and give it a shake over me at my face, right?
you not doing well, my friend? She's doing fine, right?
I imagine Draconic sounds a lot like possibly Klingon for some reason.
Actually, I have Draconic if you want me to actually speak in Draconic. There's a lot of hisses and rolling of the R's and stuff.
For real?
Oh yeah, so
There's a whole
Basura,
Draconic language on the websites.
That's pretty
One of my
funny.
characters, a sorcerer with Draconic blood, would speak.
Just type in what
Draconic.
you want to say in English and it translates it for you.
nice.
No,
Okay.
you would write it like a translator, and
Oh,
it might come up with something. Otherwise, you have to go and look at their dictionaries.
oh my gosh.
So Basura basically walks up to the group, bloodied, gi torn, you know, got a trickle of blood happening here. A good old shiner starting to happen. Kind of with a little bit of a limp, favoring one arm. She's not looking well.
Then I'll do a cure wounds on her.
Getting back 15.
And I'll give her a healing potion and Trogdor a healing potion and another healing potion to Hiram.
Just a basic healing potion.
Regular, yeah.
Trogdor, thanks, Garnet.
Written in, let's see here, for Dungeon Magazine back in 2004. And it is weighted for between 4 to 6 players of 9th level. So,
We
yeah,
seem to run into some pretty heavy duty damage though.
and
Well,
like Troy was saying, they were very much like glass cannons.
Yeah, it's just how they were designed, you know. They're spellcasters, that's how they are. They're squishy, but they do a lot of damage.
And I'll tell you this.
DM,
go ahead.
And the DM did 3 nat 20s in a row.
Yeah, that
So-
helps.
That didn't help. I'll grant you that did not help. But I'll give you a little bit of, because I know that they're not going to come up again, at least during this module. The hags are spellcasters, and they are fairly powerful spellcasters, at least these ones were, in the sense that of what you would expect a 9th level. I think sorcerer is probably the best selection for them. A 9th level sorcerer would be. Probably hit a few of the nasty ones.
There was that hag in the vampire when we were playing.
Oh, right, yeah.
And there were 4 or 5 of us that went up, and she basically took care of all of us.
Swatted us aside one by one. And what I'm going to say is that fight could have gone a lot worse and could very well, Cyril, have been a TPK, simply because that hallowed spell of giving them that chance to basically scatter them, that, along with the fact that they kept failing their saves to shake off their fear until they came back, and by the time that they did that, they're already quite injured. That's what pretty much turned the tide. I know it didn't seem like it at the time, but that's basically what turned the tide, because now you're only focusing on one creature as opposed to having to deal with all 3.
Well,
Yeah.
I can argue that a little bit on you, because if I manage to make one attack against both targets, right, like a flurry on one and regular attack against the other, I could have killed 2 sea hags in one turn.
Could
I
have,
had the
yeah.
punches to do it and the damage will put to do it. Which if I had done that before, like say the turn of the hollow, right? Like if the hollow was say turn on dead instead, nothing happened. I jump out the window, boom, they're dead. They weren't dead anymore.
Well, I had hit them already with a crit.
Yeah.
So they already had quite
They
a
were
bit of
down.
damage.
Yeah, they were down to, by the time that you got striking at them, they were down to one had 20 and the other had 11 hit points. They started with 52.
I guess that does add to it a bit, tiny
Yeah.
bit.
But let's put it this way: you with your hits, and because monks and monk shit, yeah, they it only could have possibly done to you what they did to Hiram, which was their death glare. Um, but that's if you failed your saves, and the wisdom save wasn't very high, so you more than likely would have saved against it. Hello, Kitty. Yes. Hi. I know I'm talking, but I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, go sit by the heat of the laptop. Okay, fair enough. Um, so, with that said, we are back, and the four of you have finally dispatched with both the hags and the invisible stalker. Garnet, however, continues to not know the common language.
Garnet doesn't?
Garnet does not know. He has lost his ability to make use of the common language. Yeah.
He'll sleep it off.
Perhaps. Whatever you're doing, friends, I want you to stay in this area for 10 minutes as I do a prayer of healing on all of you.
I'll pretend I understood that and it was translated for me.
I'm going to say, now that we're out of combat, it's fair to say that whatever Garnet speaks in Draconic, either Hiram or Trogdor will let you know in common essentially what Garnet is doing or saying.
So I'm gonna get my javelin back, and then I'm gonna look in the bag.
In the bag, yes. So in the bag, let me just see here.
Is that for everybody, Steve? 19?
Everybody gets 19, yeah.
All right, you get a car.
Let's see here. So in that, it is a leather sack. In that sack, you get 125 gold pieces. There is a gold paperweight in the shape of a tortoise that has a value of maybe about 100 gold.
What?
There is a silver candelabra stamped with the symbol of the sea god Procan. You recognize this from the, oh, sorry, Hiram, you won't recognize it, but both Trogdor and Garnet will. Although, Hiram, you've been to Saltmarsh. You might recognize the symbol from the temple that's there, where Welgar is. Visura, I doubt that you would recognize the symbol of Procan. You might. It's one of those, what's that? That's
Sorry,
worth about,
that's a silver candelabra.
yep. With the symbol of the sea god Procan stamped on it. It's got a value of about maybe 50 gold. And you find 2 vials, which you recognize they are each potions of greater healing.
Nice. It's a nice little find.
Mm-hmm. And I will put all of that. I'll put all that in the Discord chat so that you have that for reference if you want to like add it to your inventory or continue on with it at a later point.
Gold tortoise figurine, eh?
Yeah.
And 2 greater healing.
So while you're basically rummaging through that sack, and Garnet has taken that 10 minutes. Nothing has occurred outside in the meantime during that 10 minutes.
What time is it now?
Trying to remember. You guys set off. Nothing has occurred outside in the meantime.
I had that muted, I thought.
Oh, there's the delay in the voice. What time is it? Garnet, do you remember from last week what time frames you guys arrived? I think you guys arrived around early morning to midday, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. I guess
Because you didn't.
it would have been afternoon because we left, and then we sailed across the bay.
Which only took maybe about an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, it's probably around lunch.
Actually, the ship went to Fire Island as dusk was approaching.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so the sun is just starting to set. Like from what you guys have done as far as your investigation and the battle.
What are you
So
doing, Charlie?
the the shadows are getting much longer. Um, and from the map here, yeah. So you guys are currently in the shadows of the Hermitage. The sun setting on in the west on the opposite side of the building.
Right, I think we should be checking out are there any survivors? There were supposed to be about 10 people and 2 guards. Anyone in the building, or did you check it all out?
Trogdor didn't see much before commotion outside.
Couple things upstairs, but nothing of interest.
So where did the 10 people go?
I shrug.
Maybe rest of house?
Maybe they went home. We saw a boat yesterday. Maybe they all left. If they all leave on boat, there'd be no corpse. We don't find no corpse. GM meta-wise, I don't
Mhm.
know meta, but well, how much of this house have we explored? Because I'm having serious math issues not being able to see the full picture.
That's fine. Yeah, that's the dynamic lighting, only letting you see what your character can see. Essentially, from where you are, you know that you came out of a room that was on the second floor here.
Yeah.
And there's obviously enough space on the first floor for there to be space for more rooms. You did see a door opposite this wall. There's this little round area. I would say percentile wise on the first floor and the second floor where you are, you would say that you have a rough guess that you've maybe only seen maybe 15%, possibly a little bit more of this house. As far as the
Okay.
interior goes, the exterior, it's uh, fairly large. I mean, square wise, you're let's see here. As far as dimensions go, you're looking at about 120 feet by about 180 feet is the space that it takes up as far as a square area is concerned.
All right, why don't we go like
And there's
Hiram was doing around the rest of the building to see what's there and then check the rest of the building out.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
like
there's
having
two,
an
yeah.
electric leader? Well,
Is
sure. If
this
you
a
want to do like
tower
electric leader.
here?
No, that's just like a little round outcropping. Sorry, what were you saying, Vasura?
Oh, like an elected leader? Yeah, we can follow an elected leader. Sure, why not?
um so there's 2 floors to the building. There is a sort of like a bell tower belfry type thing that has a third level to it. This area is just one whoops this is just the on the ground floor. It's just a small round, almost like a little bit of an attachment to the house, to the building itself. But you do have stairs that go up to it. So it's somewhat elevated, but it's not like a second story elevation idea. Actually, I think that, let me just quickly double check. I think that's actually no, that's stairs going up. So,
Right. So
And this is where the sea hags come out of?
well, the sea hags originally were hiding in this bush, kind of tree foliage here. They ran this way when they got scared.
Okay.
You lost sight of them, and then until one popped back up here where Vasura killed it, and another one was just through and had enough of a line of sight for a lightning bolt. So
And
the
this
other
is
one
still
was around here.
outside. This is just a gate here.
That's correct. This is a low wall. Let me just quickly double check on how low that wall is. Doesn't see here. Oh yeah. So it's about 3 foot wide, 15 foot high as far as the wall. And so this wall here is about as identical as the wall that was out front. But unlike the wall out front, there's no walkway to get up and kind of see over the wall. So this wall is 15 foot tall.
So there was nothing on the invisible stalker?
No, no, it was basically an air elemental that was turned. So once you killed it, it basically dissipated, went back to
Right.
like you saw its form fall, and then as it reappeared, its form would kind of slowly dissipate and then go back to the elemental plane.
So I want to check the hags as I go by them, see if there's anything there.
Okay, let me just quickly double check on that for you. And hags, where are you? No, no armor and no weapons, no armor, no material goods. Nope, just like basic rags that they would carry. And then the rags are mostly made from seaweed, as a matter of fact. So it's almost like
Right.
woven seaweed, which is kind of hanging out their body.
There's rag hags.
Yeah, there you go.
So when I get over here, DM,
Yeah.
my vision is obscured for everything here.
Let me just take a quick look.
It's all dark here and here.
Yeah, let me find out why here. You have vision. You don't have dark vision.
No, but
No.
it's still daytime-ish.
Kind of, yeah, it's getting to dusk, but I'm wondering why.
Yeah, I have dark vision. I don't see anything.
Okay, let me take a look at the settings for the map. Dynamic lighting.
Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, that's right, because I changed it from daylight mode down to darkness mode. So I'm thinking what you're seeing is basically what you saw while there was still light out, as opposed to when darkness has fallen. I'll give you. Here's what I'll do for you. Because you are in that area, you're still in the shadows, but I'll give you some lighting for the next short while. But I'm going to reduce the brightness.
So I should be seeing more than just 40 feet too.
Yeah. So there's that. And Garnet, let me take a quick look at you. You got night vision of 60 feet. Well, I see where's. Yeah, you should still see quite a bit. Oh, let me take a look here. Oh, I haven't done that either. That's really weird. Oh, wait a sec. Did I put down light somewhere?
Certainly wouldn't be a somebody, it would be a one person.
I think I know why. Yeah. Because I put down light sources, and that's why only some lighting is showing up and some is bright and some isn't. If I take those light sources away. That should basically bring things back into normal here. Yeah, and Garnet, you've got... Yeah, because you've got... Where is that? Where else did I put a mote of light? Oh, there it is. Try that again. There we go.
Well, you have lightness around about 60 feet around that I could see, so.
Yeah, and that's what you should be seeing.
Yeah.
And I believe I fixed everything else up there.
And
Okay.
this is the boat that we came in on, right?
No, Nope. Let me give you that information there.
Because
Because
go check out the boat.
Yep. Let's see here. So first off, this area, remember, is you actually kind of had to climb up and around the building because this is all up peak. That's a 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 70, or 80 feet up at least.
Isn't
I'll
that
have to double check.
the 400-foot one? The spire?
Oh yeah, that's right. Nope, that's right. It's a 400-foot one.
Yeah.
Sorry, they didn't put the measurements on the map here. Let me just see if I've got the measurements here. Nope. I'll have to take a look at it later. But to give you the description of what you are
Yeah,
seeing
420 feet.
Okay. All
Well, I
right.
guess I'm not going around there then.
No, this is a cliffside that's coming down. So basically, you could probably make it onto like maybe this area to take a
I'd
look
rather
to see.
crawl around here, I think. It's not that big of a grade. These are a lot steeper grades up top. This I should be able to make my way around.
Yeah, let me take a look to see if the original map has something better here for me. Come on, there we go. And heritage and general features. No, it doesn't say. All right, let me go back to the general information here. Eventually, I'm going to have to, I probably should just write it on here. Because I know I had it at some point. And there we go, Firewatch Island. That's what I wanted to look at. Here we go. Okay, yeah. So that one is 420 feet above sea level. So to get around the building, because the building is already up a distance with the boat and where you are. This area here. Let me just kind of paint it in here for you. This area here is essentially all cliffside, and going down to even steeper cliffside here.
Oh, okay. So we wouldn't have come around here.
Well, like I said, you could have, along with the building, you could have maybe gotten around to this area just to kind of peek around the corner, but you definitely wouldn't have gotten all the way down to where the boat is.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that being, but that being said, I can at least tell you, and I will mark down the heights here in a couple of minutes, but I can at least tell you what you see from that distance. Let me find it here, one moment. Okay, so the stone peaks on the island rise along the side walls of the Hermitage to create a sheltered grotto overlooked by a rampart walkway along the west side of the former fortress. So that's why, like where you are, you can kind of walk along that way. It's a steep path that ascends 10 feet from the short strand of beach up to an exterior door. So I'll do this in a different color here.
Can we get up to that door?
Yeah, so basically this is the steep area, the walkway. So from where you are, if you wanted to make it there, we could do some climb rolls here in just a few moments. Just
But
to
why
make
don't we
sure.
just use the stairs just behind us and go in that part of the building first?
Yeah, there's that. Let me just finish off with
Yeah.
the description here from what you can see there. Yep, up to the door. There is a boat that is pulled halfway up on the beach. Its stern is currently riding low in the water.
Does it look like there's anything inside?
Give me a perception check from where you are there. $15. What you can see from that side is that just you don't see anything in the boat itself, but as the water kind of rises and falls gently with the waves, you can notice just beneath the surface, it looks like that there's a mass of something, possibly being held by some netting or tied together. You're not too sure. It's a little difficult to discern from this distance exactly what the mass is. But you can see there that there are a few. It's rather large, but not like humongous.
But so the mass is held underwater at the back of the boat?
Yep, the mass is just to make sure. Yeah, the mass would be, let me just see here. I'm going to say that the mass is just around this area, sort of under the water.
Are you saying mast or mass?
Mass, M-A-S-S, mass.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, I'd hate to think that it was the people we came to rescue and the sea hags killed them and are holding them there. Is my perception any better?
I will give me a perception roll.
Yeah.
24. Yeah. What you can see is as you take a little look, kind of squint your eyes. What you see there is it does appear to be a large mass of bodies.
Oh no.
Oh, it looks like there's our villagers.
So that's 420 feet.
Very nice.
Over here. Let's see here. The peak over here is 100 feet. And the peak over here is 300 feet. There you go. There, that helps.
So are we thinking that it's possible to climb down there and take a look, or is it too dangerous with it getting dark?
Well, it is getting dark. I mean, you can certainly try. Does anybody have anything to assist with the climbing? Aside from monk shit? But what do you have, Visura?
I have.
I'm wondering, like, am I muted here?
I have 50 feet
Yeah.
of rope.
Okay.
And
So
I
you got
have
50
rope
feet of
too.
rope. And you have rope.
I
Visura, what do you
also
have?
meld earth. I can make little handholds or something as I go down or something, possibly.
Okay. And Visura?
I got rope. We tie the ropes together. I just roll down the hill and not take any damage. And then we can secure the rope, and then you guys can climb down the rope safely. Making handholds is a great idea as well.
Why
Yeah.
would the monk not take any damage rolling down 150-foot hill?
Because I'm a monk.
Monk fall damage.
No, I think they still get hurt though.
No.
Hang on for a second. Hang on for a
If I
second.
had a monk and she still could get hurt.
What was it? 12d6? Go ahead, roll 12d6.
Slow fall. Yeah, slow fall. You can use a reaction to fall, reduce any falling damage you take by 45.
All right, so just roll 12d6. I got 34. I ignored all of that, and I still have 9 damage to boot.
Well, that's 12d6. So from where you are, I would say it would probably be. I would say let's say you're halfway down. So because remember the peak is 420 feet. It doesn't say how far it is from here down to there. But yeah, 120.
Line is 50.
But why don't we just go through the door to the behind us and walk around?
There's also that too.
Well, how do we know that the door gets us there? I mean, if we can climb down there and verify.
It's entirely you guys decide what it is that you want to do. While I take a look to see if I can figure out if it gives me better ideas to how far it is from where you are to.
Sarah's already rolled down the hill, so
Well, it's the matter of whether or not Visura wants to do it, knowing how far it is. I mean, if it's like 1,000 feet, Visura's not going to do it, I'm sure. But
Wouldn't be so
Sure.
scary. Pretty
I could be
scary.
wrong. All right, give me a second to figure it out, so I know that you guys have the information necessary to make an informed decision. How does that sound?
Since when have we ever made informed decisions on
Off
anything?
the fucking cliff with everybody else. I'm going down there. I'm not waiting anymore. This is taking way too long. Yeet
All right,
myself down the cliff.
No, no,
all
no.
right.
Give us an informed decision. That's the way to go.
Easy. Okay, I'm going to say, you know what, the 120 feet. Let's say that is fair. From where you are to where you are, 120 feet, sure. 34, 12d6, 34. You can negate up to 45. Sure, you're able to not so much yeet and fall down, but taking the slides and slowing yourself, finding the spots to kind of plant your foot and continue on. You're able to make it down with a rope behind. And I'm going to say that you can even make it down to, you don't even have to go the full distance. You can make it down to, where did you go? Where are you? There you are. That you're able to make it down to, thank you, even like to here, so that you're on that pathway, and then you can walk the rest of the distance. So you don't have to do the full distance to go all the way down right to the shoreline. You can go right to here and then walk your way down. But you can also secure rope here. So as long as somebody secures rope up top, you now have handholds, and you can make your way down, doing the mold earth to create footholds and handholds as you go.
There you go. That works really well.
Yeah. I also want to make sure that I was getting everything right here as well. So,
If you go as 180, I was still yeeting myself off that fucking cliff.
fair. All right. Okay. So, Vasura, you're the first one down. You're able to walk. Is anybody following Vasura, or the rest of you
Rolling
waiting up?
down the hill or climbing down the hill?
Your choice. Would you like to roll down or climb down? Either way, you got rope there to deal with it.
Well,
Trogdor is gonna be
I'll be
following
climbing down
first,
because
Okay.
making the
depending on
footholds and handholds.
depending
Okay.
on
Hang
how
on just for a second. Sorry. Okay. Trogdor, I heard you. Garnet, I heard. Trogdor, we'll get to you in a second. Garnet, what were you saying? Because there was a lot of crosstalk.
I'd be looking at climbing down, because if they haven't been dead too long, I can revive one of them and talk to them.
Okay.
So Trogdor said that Trogdor was saying he's gonna make handholds, so he needs to go first.
Yeah. Yeah. Your mold earth, Trogdor. That's a cantrip, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yep. And you could do it in a 5-foot cube. So you can create those handholds and footholds for yourself. And I believe that you can have that multiple times. You can have no more than 2 of it. So you can basically do it twice. And so the moment you do it a third time, the first ones in that 5-foot area basically disappear and revert back. So yeah, so for you, Trogdor, you're able to make it down, no problem. If somebody is following behind you closely, they can make use of the footholds that are above you, so that as you go down and they move down into the space that you just occupied, you can recreate, basically passing it in front. So if Hiram wanted to follow behind you, or if Garnet wanted to follow closely behind you, they would not have to make a roll.
Okay.
So Hiram, are you a very dexterous person or not?
Do I look dexterous to you?
Well, neither am I. So why don't I go down, so if unfortunately you might slip, at least I can heal you.
All right. So Trogdor and Garnet, then you're able to make it down to the area where Vasura is, basically onto the pathway here. Hiram, for you, either athletics or acrobatics. I'm going to say more athletics than anything to make your way down the rope.
Do you want me to roll, or what do you want me to do?
Yeah, just make an athletics check for me, please.
It's an advantage.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah, even if the 24 was your low roll, yeah, you're fine. So you are able to, with that rope secured to a rock outcropping, you're able to make your way down to where Vasora is. So the four of you are now down on that walkway, and you're free to move about where that boat is.
Okay, so let's make sure that we're checking it for traps before we go touching stuff.
Fair. If anybody wants to give me an investigation check to do that.
Yes, sir. I got +7.
25. Yep. You find that it is not trapped. Definitely, as you're getting closer, you yourself are also now seeing that mass of bodies. They are currently being held down by looks like by a large fishing net, and they're bound together inside that net. The boat itself looks like that it is actually starting to sink as it's half submerged, and there are several holes in its hull.
Is there anything else in the boat?
No, there is. You can see that there is one broken oar and a toppled small mast that would normally hold a sail, but the sail itself appears to be ripped and torn.
So a mast and a mast.
Yeah, that's right. A mast in the boat and a mast under the water.
Okay. Okay. Garnet, come and do your magic.
All right, well, let's bring the bodies ashore.
Right, so I'll pull them on shore.
Okay. Rather easy to get them at least to the surface. Gets a little tougher, but with your strength, relatively no problem to at least drag them up onto the shore itself. It doesn't give me a number, but I'm going to say that what you see in there is you've seen at least 7 to 8 bodies. It's a little difficult to know at the moment because it looks like maybe the crabs or lobster have begun to get at the bodies.
So they've been dead a while, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah. No medicine check necessary. You can see that these have been dead. They're bloated, and skin is starting to open up.
Any distinguishing marks indicating that they might be from this village or from this hermitage or religious symbols, anything like that?
Give me an investigation check or perception, depending on whether or not you wanted to be touching and poking around to them or not.
No, touch and poke, I'm sure, why not?
So 11. No, it's oh, sorry, my apologies. 13 corpses.
Well, that's at least 7 to 8. So
Sorry. If I didn't mention it before, this thing is written so that you sometimes have to like read further down, in this whole paragraph to find information that really should be near the top. But you don't find anything. You don't find anything that's going on with them as far as like religious symbols or anything else. You notice that there's mostly human and half elves. There is one dwarf in there. You can tell that they've all been. It's all stabbing, slashing wounds that are on them. You can also tell that just by the way that some of the limbs are at odd angles, that dealing with broken bones, blunt force trauma. There we go. And I have to retcon the bodies. It looks like the bodies have been dead for maybe about a day or so.
I got a feeling whoever's on that boat yesterday might have been a bit responsible for what happened to these people.
That's a safe bet.
That's
So
what I mean. Yeah.
there's no religious symbols on them, tattoos,
None that you can see. None that Harm's investigation revealed.
or vestments, because there's supposed to be a female priestess of Procan.
It doesn't mention anything with regards to that.
No, but the
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just seeing if it actually is giving me any hint as to who the individuals are, so I can kind of pull from that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that you do note that there's at least one half elf that their clothing, that most of the clothing has been torn and is stained and such with the blood and torn from the slashing and all. But there is one that still has a shirt somewhat intact that appears to have that symbol of Procan on them, although it's a little difficult to tell. I mean, as you're kind of like piecing together the shirt to kind of reform it, you're getting about 80% of the symbol there.
So these are not slashing from hags, but piercing from knives and things.
You can give me a nature or a medicine check.
Oh, medicine.
Okay. It's kind of difficult to tell. You can tell what you do know is that it doesn't appear that the wounds were made fully by natural means, like claws, teeth, that sort of thing. There is some of that, but you gather that that weapons were used as well. So whether it be swords, knives, that sort of thing. Some of the stab wounds have far too clean an entry for it to be like a claw or teeth.
Well, I'm suggesting that we go and look at the door that's close by, break it open, put the bodies in there, because I can bring one back to life tomorrow, because they haven't been dead that long. So we can find out what happened to them.
Just want to take a quick look at your passive perceptions. 18, 17, 11, and 17.
Could you imagine having to be brought back to life in that state? Is it like you're not a very
Yeah, I know. It would be
I don't know, I want to say
to say
something,
the
but I
least.
don't want to say it. I don't think you want to bring anybody to life, Garnet. You seem to be a man of God, and yet you want to have somebody come back to life in this state.
But I can then heal them, so it's okay.
Yes. So that's your opinion.
I'm going to say that just based on passive perceptions, Hiram, you're the only one who actually doesn't notice this. From where the other three of you are along the shoreline investigating these bodies, you do. There is some movement that's under the water that catches your eye. It looks like a rather large creature.
No.
That's could very well have been using these bodies, because as you take a look at some of these bodies and you turn them over, you can see that some of these bodies, as I mentioned before, have had pieces of flesh taken away and torn away. Something was feeding on it. You are noticing a rather large creature just beneath the waters. It hasn't come towards you yet, but it is getting closer. Sorry, it hasn't lunged at you yet, is what I meant to say, but it is getting closer.
Things are about to get crabby.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
That looks like delicious with a steak.
That's what you see beneath the waves, or beneath the water. Small waves in the water.
Maybe we should go and knock down that door right about now.
Yeah, let's go inside. Let's just casually walk away, go inside.
The door looks more like a lobster, right?
Yeah. If anybody wants to give me a nature check to see if you know what type of creature this is, to glean some information from it, you're more than welcome to.
From this, like I go on the sea. Can I do it at advantage?
You know what? Yes, you can. And Trogdor, I'm going to give you advantage on it as well, if you wish. Basura, that's one heck of a lobster right in front of you. That's one big one.
That's a heckin' lobster.
Trogdor, you know, that's no lobster. I'm not too sure what it is, but it's no lobster. Hiram, you know this creature to be known as a Chul.
Well, I
Put
got a
that
20
spelling.
on mine.
We're gonna
On
need
my
a bigger
check.
boat.
You got a 13 on your nature check,
Well, mine
Trogdor.
was at advantage, and I rolled a 20 first.
Oh, so you did. Sorry, I missed that. I saw the 13. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you both know, both Hiram and Trogdor, you know this thing to be what is known as a chul. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm getting the description here. This type of creature is basically like from the primeval ages. It is a rather large creature. It's categorized as a large aberration. And you know that they usually will stand guard of ruins, that they linger in silent observation. Rumors are that ancient maps sometimes lure treasure seekers to these ruins, but the reward will be the chuls and guaranteeing their death. So to find them out here is rather odd. They are, let me just see here. There's a psychic bond between them and their created servants.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
They're
Yeah.
created servants or the person that created them?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Between, I was reading only partial of the sentence. There is a psychic bond between the chuls and their creators.
See, okay, I'm starting to think that there's somebody else here.
You do know that they can breathe both air and water. And that they are attuned to magic in the sense that they can detect it. Much like a detect magic spell that you would need to cast would help you, it's almost like an innate ability with them, almost to the point where they're almost drawn to magic. But the one thing that you do know is that these are creatures that are typically used as guardians of some sort. They're not used as attack dogs. They're not used in the sense of that they're, people will form armies with them. Their creators will basically bring them into being so that they can protect something.
So
Okay, well,
it's
maybe we should go
protecting the
inside.
bodies?
Darn it, I like your idea of going to the door.
Which door do you wish to go to? Because you now currently have two that you know of that are available. You can climb back up the rope and go around the corner. Garnet, that you can see that as you guys pass, you can see that there was a stairwell leading up to a door here, and there's also a door here.
I will head over to this one, or Trogdor will at least.
I'll drag the bodies.
I'll help. Do you need the help dragging, or should I just go and break open the door?
Break open the door, I'll come. I'm following.
Visura?
I'll follow the group.
All right.
Is the door locked?
Let me find that out for you. What you find is that this door here, that Visura somehow was able to make it through. How'd that happen?
Walked on in.
Yeah, it just
Hi,
walked
guys.
on in.
Welcome home.
Well, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Door's unlocked. Just come on in.
Because that door is barricaded. So how you were able to get in, I don't know. So, Missouri, if you don't mind backing out for a moment while I fix that.
There we go.
If you can. There we go. I don't know how that happened. Obviously, somebody didn't set up the dynamic lighting here correctly, which wasn't me. Because I'm pretty sure it's set up to prevent movement.
We still go
there
inside.
we go. There. Somebody didn't set up to prevent movement. Yeah. That. And there we go. Okay. All right, so the door is currently barricaded. Finally, now that I've fixed it. And you can
Barricaded
tell
how, like, with
you well, you don't see anything on the outside, but you can see through some of the broken door, much like it was on the very front. You can see that there is cross